All right, Shane, we got two SEC matchups to get to. South Carolina at Arkansas. Razorbacks favored by 8.5 points. The over-under's 53.5. The game kicks off at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock Central on ESPN. And how about this, Shane? I had no idea. South Carolina's won 3 in a row in this series. Of course, they haven't played since 2017. And I got to say one more thing, Shane. These fans, man, starting Monday, Tuesday, they were so cordial, so nice. Now on Twitter, they might murder each other is basically what I'm seeing in my notification. So they are both ready for this matchup. Cannot wait for it. Who do you like in the game?
Oh man, you're right. It was nice at first, but then maybe they saw a tweet somewhere from a Gamecock that got on their timeline and it rubbed them wrong. And same vice versa for the South Carolina. You know, don't get me wrong, I love what Coach Beamer is doing down there in Columbia. I think he is changing the culture, and it's not topical. It's not just sunglasses and a cool light show there in South Carolina. They really are building something. I just think they're a little ways away. I mean, a couple, maybe next year even. I think they're getting closer. The problem I'm having with South Carolina is the running game. In the SEC, you cannot win games if you cannot run the ball. And having them struggle last week, getting those chains moved on Georgia State, and then going against Arkansas, that's not something you could just fix overnight. So, like I said, the reason I don't like South Carolina in this one is because it's played early in the season. Late in the season, maybe they have an opportunity, but I don't see it, brother. So that being said, Arkansas relies on their running game. KJ is a Heisman candidate for a reason. They're going to be too much, too hard to handle, and that's why I've got this as my wager of the week. Give me Arkansas Razorbacks 35. South Carolina crawls back in it with 20, but not enough to cover the spread.
Man, 35-20, huh?
Yes, 35-20.
This matchup is just one of the many, Shane, that is cause for why we need to go to the new scheduling format. They haven't played since 2017. Here we are, 2022 season. We go to a new scheduling format. They're playing every other season. We need to see more of that in the SEC. I understand I'm not saying the geography makes sense or anything, but they're SEC. They need to be playing a heck of a lot more than they are now. And I think, unlike you, Shane, I think we're in for a classic game because the biggest thing that I saw from Arkansas in that opener, struggling in the secondary, Cincinnati players just streaking wide open. The quarterback could not hit him to save his life. I think Spencer Rattler, the key for South Carolina, they have got to block better. And I don't have a ton of confidence that that's necessarily going to happen because Arkansas was all over that Cincinnati quarterback. So if that's the same deal in this ball game, maybe you're right. Maybe it is a blowout. But I think South Carolina with so many new pieces, maybe they're overhyped, but I think it's more of a case of them just needing more time to get that continuity, get all these moving parts to gel together. Again, offensive line is a huge, huge issue, but if Spencer Rattler can make some plays, I think he can. I think this is going to be you can't say coming out party because everybody already knows the guy's name, but almost like his coming out party in a South Carolina uniform. Mm-hmm. I say all that, but I can't pick against the Razorbacks at home. Like you said, they are just a machine running the ball, and that is where South Carolina is at its weakest on the defense, is stopping the run. So give me Arkansas, but give me South Carolina in the points, Shane. I got it 35-28. I think it's going to be a one-score ball game. I think it's going to be kind of a back-and-forth type game, but the better team at home wins at the end of the day.